Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. Today is an exciting day in Piptown. Why? Because the Ghostbusters Brickpace event has finally begun, and we can now finally see whether or not we will be able to capture all of the Ghostbusters and get them to a high enough level to make them useful to us in this game. And if not, how much money will we have to spend in order to make them into a team that we can use? Now, if you are new to the game, it is important to note that the Ghostbusters are pretty good, but pretty unfarmable. This is the only place that they are available. The Brickpace event will last for a few weeks, and then they will go away. So, do you want the Ghostbusters? Can you get the Ghostbusters? Let's find out now. Now, one of the things that everybody has been interested to know is what is going to be available in the shop for the Ghostbusters Brickpace event. Now, the event store is up and available, so we're going to go ahead and take a look here and see what is at our disposal. We have, for 750 of the event currency, the Ecto 1 Codex tile. You can get 3 of them. For 600, you can grab Winston. For 1200, you can grab 3 Venkman. For another 1200, you can grab 3 Ray. So you'll notice that right away, there is no Egon in the event store. If you want Egon, you will have to get him through the Brickpace event. Now, scrolling down, we can see that the rest of the items available in the event store are, in a word, worthless. All of these are completely farmable, and you should be using your regular game energy in order to farm them. Don't spend your event currency on any of these items. Use it to get the tiles for the Ghostbuster or the set that you want. That is my suggestion. Now, let's head on over to the event itself and see what it has in store for us. We'll hop on over into the Brickpace event, Ghosts and Garmadon board number 1. There are 5, count them, 5 nodes, only one of which actually has a chance of giving you tiles for any particular character. This board number 1 is for Winston. The first level on this board has a recommended level of 15, gear 2, so pretty much everybody is just going to totally trounce this node. That should be fine. You'll notice that boards number 2 and 3, which are currently behind where my camera is, are locked when you come into the event. You'll have to complete the first board in order to move through to the next 2 boards. So, they start you off with 100 event energy, and they give you a team of all of the Ghostbusters plus the Ecto 1 in order to complete this first node. Let's see if it's anything like the unboxed events, where it was completely ridiculous and everybody they gave you was way too overpowered. Venkman. I'm getting a lot of chatter on the radio coming out of Piptown. Sounds like a lot of help, and it's Winston. Well then, it sounds like Winston needs help. Thank you, Ray. That's the kind of conclusion only a scientist could make. Ray comes in sliding down the pole, an excellent touch. I'm going to love that every single time. And who do we have on our team? We have an incredibly powered up Ghostbuster team with a super, super weak, spooky looking team. So I think we'll just one-shot everybody using everybody's basic abilities. This is something that they did for the unboxed events. I think it's a really bad idea, actually, because if you can just use all of everybody's basic abilities to completely work your way through the level, then it's a poor showcase of what they actually do when they're together on a team. So now we come to the final 5, and still, look at them all. Super weak. Now we will do the ultimate because it's fun, but we didn't even have to stop and think for 1 second about what the Ghostbusters do, what their synergy provides. So, I'm excited about the event, but that was really lame. I bet this sudden surge in Ecto activity has to do with Garmadon Fellow and his ritual. So much for the scientific method. Alright, level 1 has been completed. Okay, node number 2 requires a 2-star Venkman. Now, this will be interesting for this Brickpace event because many people are leaving their Ghostbusters by the wayside. And if you have to level up your Ghostbusters just to play the event, I guess that makes sense from a particular standpoint of flavor, but I don't know. Considering that it's impossible to farm Venkman right now, if they require him to be at more than 2 stars, it means that they're requiring you to spend money in order to play their content, which seems to be antithetical to the way the game works, but we'll see here. Now, it also means that we're gonna have to level up Venkman a little bit anyway, because right now he's gonna get one-shotted, and we need the nodes to be farmable. Well, let's go in and see what happens anyway. Don't look now, Pete, but we got a terrifying ghost child approximately 5 meters away. That's Spooky Girl. She's just going through a phase. It's a young person thing. I would know. I'm cool. When I'm done with you, you'll be rebooted. Alright, apparently she thinks that we are robots. Check this out, a couple of Slimers to start things off. Okay, Venkman goes down in 1 hit, which is pretty much exactly what we knew he was going to do. Wow, I have this running at 3 times speed, and that Slimer animation is still very slow. I wonder what it looks like at 1 time speed. Alright, the cannon from Argenta is basically just going to knock everybody out. We'll just go ahead and come in here and knock everybody else out in 1 hit. Fine and dandy. Okay, Headley would normally taunt, but instead he's going to not be around. Easy peasy. So, what we are seeing, and this is very positive, is that there are more spooky characters in this event than there were in either of the unboxed events, which actually was a complaint that I had about the unboxed events, so it's nice to see some of them here. We might actually get to see some of the synergy that the Ghostbusters promise. That was not cool, Spooky Girl, not cool at all. And you would know, because you're cool. Okay, the next node, still requiring our 2-star Venkman. Okay, so here's something worth pointing out. Despite the fact that the levels all require the same amount of energy, the amount of currency, event currency that they give does increase. So, this gives a little bit of impetus for you to actually put together a team that can come in here and gold star the node, because that makes it more easily farmable. It seems that Garmadon's ritual had the side effect of creating PKE clones of the citizens of Piptown. We got a word for that here, Brain Boy. They're called dupes. Hey, who's talking about dupes? My mom was a dupe. What? And ever since you got here, our ghost problem has gotten worse. Get them! Ah! Now, Explorer Aurora is going to bring back to life when it gets to be her turn. Unless all of us get to go first, which we're not supposed to, because Explorer Aurora has the Arctic Glider, but it must not be leveled up. However, this entire team is still so weak that I'm not even checking it. Going down. Going down. More people come out. Down. Oh, a dodge from Explorer Aurora. Unfortunate. Zane's AoE will take out our Venkman, which is going to happen on pretty much every level. We are going to do more damage than we need to Construction Worker Sal. And we're out. As we can see so far, still quite easy. I think the terror has everyone on edge. We are at the final normal node, still requiring a 2-star Vanky-Vank. Now, if we still need the 2-star Venkman in order to unlock the Winston node at 3 gold stars, then I'm going to have to go in and level up Venkman really quickly. Winston, buddy, slow down. We're here to save the day. Thank us later, or now. If you're here, then who are the Ray and Venkman chasing after me? Oh my. Are we going to fight against the Ghostbusters? Yeah, there we go. Okay, they take out our Venkman in one fell swoop. I take out their Ray. Their Venkman dies on the counter. We're going to take out the Yuppie so that he doesn't bring people back to life. We're going to take out Magisto if we can. Great. Skeleton Yorick, the zombie, the hiker, and Princess Storm. We'll take out Princess Storm. Slimer is on the scene yet again. Okay, that counter kills. Not really afraid of the counter from Skeleton Yorick because all these characters are so weak, but there it is anyway. So my initial impressions of all of this are that it seems pretty clear that this entire event is set up for people who are brand new to LEGO Legacy Heroes Unboxed. Nothing about this has been a challenge so far. It's all been quite easy. That's not necessarily a problem, because it's always nice for there to be some content in there for new players. Winston says, so you're telling me that these are evil copies of ourselves? Seemingly, yes. These PKE clone dupes, call them dupes, is the product of an ancient ritual gone wrong. And it looks like we're the only ones who can stop it. Oh, all right. So it kicks us onto the second board right away, the end of which you can see is an Egon node. Before we go this far, I want to see what's required to take out the Winston node. We do have to use our Venkman. So, aha, check this out. It also requires 25 energy to complete the node. Ooh, and refilling event energy costs us 100 gems. All right, so this is not going to be particularly cheap. We're going to go into the heroes. We are going to find our Venkman. We are going to level him up as far as he needs to be in order to survive everything. Brilliant. Now, I can continue to level him up. I'm not going to yet. I'm going to see if this is enough for us to go in here and clear out the Winston node at 3 stars. So we are required to use Venkman. They give us Buddy Egon. We're going to swap out for the rest of our pirates like we normally do. And then we're going to go ahead and go in and see what is happening with the Winstonian. Who wants to hear about the time the mayor gave me a medal for single-handedly saving the city? Wow, Winston, your dupe is fascinating and famous and making me jealous. Okay, how hard is this node going to be? If we can take out the Highwayman, we will, right at the beginning, as much as we can, because he's the one who's going to be dealing the most damage to us. Now, we need everyone to survive for as long as we can. Okay, let's do this. So now that he has defense down, will this kill him? Brilliant. Loving it. Okay. Let's go ahead and do this. This will allow us to get all of our turns in before the enemy team gets to go. Now, Digi J very easily could start killing the people on our team. We don't want that to happen. We are back to Egon again. I don't think it's going to matter much, so we'll just do a basic attack here. Okay. Yuppie comes out. Ooh, our Venkman gets the dodge down. But can we take the Yuppie? We can. Now, who is going next? Venkman, Magisto. I'm not entirely sure. All of their turn meters look about the same. I know that Venkman is the one who does the most damage, so we're going to go ahead and take him out first. I know that Winston is their tank, so we're going to leave him for last. Ray is out. Okay, good. Winston is gone. Fitness instructor is gone. Fantastic. So, gear level 4, level 30 Venkman is enough for him to survive on this particular node. Anyone want to hear about the time I single-handedly took out my PKE clone? Not really, no, and call them dupes. Now we are on board number 2, and we're starting to run low on event energy. But we will continue on through here. I will spend my gems in order to get more energy just to showcase for you guys what this event has in store for you if you want to take it all the way. Egon, here you are. I've been tracking what I believe is a ritual not unlike the interdimensional cross rip of 1984. Reference to the first movie. Something you do with that angry Yeti behind you? Oh no, he's just frustrated because I promised him a sweet treat after a neuro exam, which he failed, by the way. Rar. Alright, we're coming into the battle. We've got 2 skeletons, which do not count as spooky, and we have a bunch of other characters that also definitely don't count as spooky. Again, it looks like everybody here is incredibly low level compared to the Ghostbusters team, continuing to allow us to just one-shot everybody with our basic ability. What is the idea here? I'm thoroughly confused. If the idea here is, hey, let's give everybody the Ghostbusters at a super powered up level so that nobody has to spend any time actually figuring out what they do, then honestly, they're killing it right now. I feel like if I were to start an entire event that was aimed at releasing new characters that I wanted people to get, I might want to require that they showcase their abilities in some way. Make it so that all of these levels are a little bit trickier and that you have to use the abilities in the right order or under the right circumstance in order for us to win. I mean, come on. Let's not make the locals angrier with us. Seriously, you do not want to see the online reviews. Aha! So, now it requires both Ray and Venkman to be at 2 stars in order to continue. Let's grab some event energy and keep on going. We are still going to be using this team. I am basically just going to be letting Ray and Venkman get slaughtered. Although, you know what? Before we do that, let's go ahead and level up Ray to the same level that we leveled up Venkman. It costs relatively little money, especially if you are a little bit more advanced in the game, and all of the resources that you have to use, all the gear that you have to use is relatively easily farmable. Gear him up. Great. He is now at gear level 4. Now we're going to go back into the event and see if and when we can keep going in here. Still, only 15 energy required for these nodes, but now you'll notice that the rewards are up to 24 ecto packs per 15 energy. So the rewards are steadily getting better per unit energy that you use. That was a large complaint for some of the Brickpace events before, where the amount of energy and the amount of rewards scaled together so that there was actually no reason to farm the harder ones because they didn't give you more reward per unit energy, if that makes sense. Now they do. So now you will want to go through this event as far as you can if you are interested in farming the ecto packs most efficiently. Egon says, so this Garmadon figure is indeed trying to bridge the gap between dimensions. The energy readings are out of this world. Literally, check this guy out. Earthlings, you now work for Locust. Keep up these energy readings and you will surely get me a promotion. And we're in. Look at all the dodgy on everyone. Okay, well, we'll clear the dodgy from everybody because that's a problem. Deal a bit more damage. All right, Deal damage with a chance to call another Ghostbuster hero to assist. Let's see if I get lucky. We do. But not quite lucky enough to actually defeat the hero. That's no big deal, though. Alright, so all of these bad guys so far do very little damage. That's good to know. That means hopefully we will be able to use Cook Bart's heal in order to keep us from losing anybody. Let's see if that changes. Now, Gorwell is on the scene. So we're going to take out Gorwell, followed by the Spacemen Reeds. There are no spooky foes. Okay. So let's go ahead and take out this reed. And then, gotcha. So they bring in a locust. They bring in another reed. We'll go ahead and take down the locust. Now we'll go ahead and take out the full reed. We'll take out the partial reed. All right. Everybody's still okay health-wise. We don't really need a heal yet. And now all we have is the last Commander Cold, who is Gonzo. So, for those of you watching along, it is worth noting, gear level 4, level 30 is perfectly fine for you to start gold starring some of these levels as you make it through the event with Venkman and Ray. We better find Garmadon soon. Yetis, aliens, what's next? Pirates? Yar, you sunk me feelings. Wow, I had him somewhere between Irish and Jamaican, apparently. Okay, still requiring 2-star Ray and Venkman. So we'll come on in. Switch to our team du jour. Garmadon, the conqueror of cities, destroyer of worlds, is back at the gates of Piptown to complete his ritual. And maybe for just a little city sacking, not much, just a treat. So, this is Garmadon, with an army of PKE clones by his side. No, no, no. It's an army of dupes, and only I can call them names. They're really making a big show of this dupe thing. Alright, what do we have going on here? Lloyd is going to stealth everybody as per usual. So we are going to cannon with Argenta to get some of that damage just flying around. Aha! We get the taunt put on Primo. Ah, boo. We don't get the assist. Oh well. So, Primo goes down. Ooh, the Highwayman comes out and goes away. Perfect. Highwayman doesn't even get a turn. That's the way. I like it. Let's see what happens when I use this ability. We heal for 124. We do a little bit of damage. Fun, exciting, sure. Now, let's see if we can take out Spaceman Reed, and we do. Let's take down the fitness instructor, and we do. Let's take out Brutus. He's gone. Lloyd, getting a little bit of work done from our actual Ghostbusters. Very nice. Lee is out. So now we have a couple of tanks come our way. We'll go ahead and smash Storm to bits. And then we will take out the robot, followed by, perhaps, the Hot Dog Man. Aha, we do get the assist from Ray. How very sweet of him. And now Jester Gogo, gone. Again, 3-starred the level. Excellent. Continuing right along, Garmadon says, enjoy the dupes, science guys. I got a ritual to complete, some ancient ancestors to fuse with, and unlimited power to attain. Man, that Garmadon guy, he's really nice. Recommended level 50, gear level 4 for the Master of Disaster. Interesting. Okay, so this requires a pretty advanced team compared to some of the levels that we've done before. Let's see if it actually requires that, though. For reference, my pirates are level 50, gear level 6. They are all 6 or 7 stars, depending on if you're looking at Cook Bart. I have the 2 Ghostbusters on my team at level 30, gear level 4. Venkman says, I swear there used to be a spooky pop-up shop here with an extensive underground sewer system. And Egon replies, now it's an enormous portal fueling Garmadon with the energies of the ethereal plane. Hey, worst busters. I see what he did there. Why don't you do me a favor and come back in like 15 minutes when this ritual is completed? Cool. Not cool, Garmadon. Not cool. Okay, they're starting us off with only 2 people on the board. 9 total enemies. Huh. Dodge. Boo on your dodge. Alright. Slimer comes on board. Garmadon is still out and about. Can we get rid of Garmadon in one hit? No. Actually, we cannot. But, oh well. We got him done in 2. Do a little damage to Slimer. Oh, all of these guys with their AoE. That's going to cause some problems for him. I have 7 characters left to work through. If I use my Salty Seas, it is only going to heal my pirates. So, I am actually going to heal Venkman. See if we can do our best to keep him alive. Ooh, and it doesn't matter because Ray gets taken down anyway. So, it is worth noting now that level 30, gear level 4 is probably too low for you to make it through this entire battle at 3 stars. You'd have to get pretty lucky with the RNG so that they are always targeting whichever the other 3 characters are that you're bringing into this map. Possible. Okay. So that's the final normal node on this board. Not cool, not cool at all. That's 2 rituals you've ruined. 2. The portal is out of control! The interdimensional portal will swallow everything in the vicinity. Garmadon and us. The only way to stop Garmadon is to cross the streams. What are your thoughts on me taking my 15-minute break now? I think that they've written Venkman pretty well, all things considered. I don't know what Bill Murray has to say about any of this, but I think he'd be alright with it. Okay, so what is required going back to this Egon level? This is the first level where you're going to actually get some Egon shards, yes? So, let's see what is required. Level 50, gear 5 is recommended. Let's go in and do the battle. They are going to give us quite a few Ghostbusters, since we're required to use Venkman and Ray, and then they're putting Egon in here as an assist. This could be fun. Wow, Egon, the psychokinetic energy has adapted into you? Can't be. The proton pack is on backwards, particle thrower isn't calibrated, PKE readings are off. I think he bought these all secondhand from eBrick. We need to terminate him. So it looks like now we're fighting against Spooky Egon. Okay, the damage dealer on their team at the beginning is Ash. If possible, you're going to want to take out Ash before Primo gets the taunt in. We have no stealth characters. Excellent. So this should be enough for us to hit him with the AoE blast from the cannon. Ooh, it was not! Oh no! Well then, let's make sure that we get the kill now? Great, we do. So Primo comes in with his tauntity taunt. Wow, okay, everybody's got a bit more health than they normally do. Let's go ahead and take out Primo. Let's go ahead and take out... Who's gonna go next? Okay, I'm gonna take out Skeleton Yorick, even though Primo is the bigger threat, because my Ghostbusters are small health pools compared to my pirates. So, now I'm gonna take out Magisto since he does not have counter. I'm gonna go ahead and heal Venkman. If possible, we will try to gold star this one. Now, Egon's next turn, he gets to unleash his proverbial beast. We will go ahead and grab a little bit of a heal. Let's see if this is enough to take out Digi J. Almost. Oh, that dodge. That dodge is terrible news. Okay, Slimer is who we'd like to take out next. We just don't know if we're going to be able to because he stealths all the time. All right, check that out. There's some AoE damage for you. Everybody has stealth except the robot. So, the robot is the one that has to go next. We don't have much of a choice. Egon handing out the buffs. Okay, what's coming now? Ah, boo. All right, well, we will not be able to gold star this one. So it doesn't even matter anymore. Just get out of the battle. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Okay, a failed hypothesis if there ever was one. Is that the correct way to use the word hypothesis in a sentence? Anyway, moving right along to the third board. We have the first level with no required units. They will, as per usual, start us off with all 4 Ghostbusters and the Ecto-1. The question is, will we actually have to use the Ghostbuster special abilities? Captain Redbeard, ahoy there, good sirs. Please, could you show this old Sea King your permit to carry such weaponry? You're telling me that after crossing the streams, we've been sent to a bizarro parallel world with law-abiding pirates? Resisting the authority of the tricorn crown, are ye? You'll be walking the plank after me fill out the old paperwork. Yar. Alright, who do they start us off with this time? Again, this team looks incredibly weak compared to all of the Ghostbusters. So we'll just shoot everybody like normal. Bye. Bye. Okay, Private LeQuay gets stronger the more Imperials are on the team. Not that it really matters, because bye. Bye. Let's see if we can... Right, cool, bye. Now we will take out everybody with the ultimate that does ultimate damage. And once again, we didn't actually have to stop and read any of the Ghostbuster abilities. In fact, you probably could just auto-battle this and get your 3 stars without having to learn anything. Winston, I don't want to be trapped in this bizarro world. The regular world is hard enough. Garmadon is no doubt also looking for the exit. We can use the PKE meter to stay on his trail. There we go. So now is required Ray, Venkman, and Winston if we want to continue. Let's see how many more tiles of Winston we need. 20. I need 20 Winston tiles in order to proceed in here. If we go back into the events, then we can see that in order to get Winston, we need to go to board number 1. We need to be farming this node right here, plus all of the nodes before for it in order to get all of the ecto packs that are required to turn in to get Winston tiles, which remember come 3 at a time per turn in. So we get 35 for 25 here. We can also loot this guy for 30 for 15. Interesting. But this is where we have the straightest shot of just grabbing our Winston tiles. If you have completed the Brickpace event up to the level that I just showed you, then we can come in here and see that you can get 15 Egon tiles for $15. Guys, what is this? 15 Winston tiles for $15? 15 Winston tiles isn't even enough to get the character. So now they're asking that you spend $15 to not even get the character. What is happening? Go into the event store. So far, I have rounded up 845 of the event currency. I'm going to pour it into Winston to see if I can get enough of his tiles at some point to level him up and unlock him. I'm going to come back in here and continue to just do one quick glance back through all of these boards for you guys at home. This is where we're going to have to stop for now because I don't have Winston yet, and neither do any of you. So you will notice that you can get up to the 3rd board in the Brickpace event before you are locked out having to do the Brickpace event earlier levels in order to gain the characters that will allow you to proceed further. However, they've already given you the characters required to get through boards 1 and 2. Each of the hard nodes has 10 possible attempts for it. Every time your event energy refills, you will be able to take 4 attempts at a hard node. And you've got 1, 2 hard nodes at your disposal from the get in order to try this out. They both require 25 energy. You will notice that the Egon node actually gives more ecto packs. So if you're really farming the ecto packs, this would be the node that you're really going to want to farm. It gives you both the Egon tiles and almost 2-to-1 ecto packs to energy. The only node that comes close to that is the first node of the 3rd board, which gives you 2-to-1 ecto packs to energy. But it does not give you a shot at the Egon tiles directly. So Slimer comes out in 7 days, and in that time, it's then going to require that you have all 4 of the Ghostbusters in order to participate in the Slimer Master event. If you were to ask my opinion on the Brickpace event, the Ghostbusters release overall, I would say I'm very disappointed. I feel like the Ghostbusters are locked behind such an extreme paywall, the likes of which we have yet to see in LEGO Legacy Heroes Unboxed. As I pointed out before, if we actually look at the bundles, you can pay $15 to not get Egon. You can then pay $15 to not get Winston. And if you want to, you can just keep on paying $15 at a time to not get enough tiles to level up the other characters. This is terrible, guys. This is awful. Now, I know what some of you are going to say, which is that they have started to put Ray and Venkman tiles available in some of the time quests. That is why I have 6 Ray tiles. That's why I have 26 Venkman tiles. Additionally, they made Venkman the login character for the month, which means that over the next couple of weeks, you are going to be getting more Venkman tiles just by logging in. But if you look at the total number of Venkman tiles you're going to get, it's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 total Venkman tiles. Realistically, what that means is that you'll be able to get your Venkman up to 3 stars by doing the timed quests and the login events. You do all of that together, you will get up Venkman to 3 stars for free. Then, if you would like to, you can go into the shop and pay $15 to get 15 more Venkman tiles, which is not enough to get him to 4 stars. What is happening here? I understand that sometimes they put things in like $99 packages for a whole lot of gems and all this other kind of jazz, but this is ridiculous. I mean, this could be literally, honestly, this Egon Spangler pack could be 99 cents and it would still be a ripoff, because for 99 cents you would still not get anything. If I'm gonna spend real money on the game, I have to get something for it, guys. Come on. This is terrible. Well, alright. Play the Ghostbuster event. Spend your gems on the refill of the event energy if you really want to. My advice to you would be, if you want one particular one of these characters because you think that they're going to synergize well with a team that you already have, then maybe spend some gems to refill your energy in the Brickpace event so that you can then use your currency in the event store to unlock Winston, Venkman, Egon, or Ray. But, oh, wait a minute. Wow, I totally missed this before. Or did I? I'm going to have to look back in this video and see if they were here at the beginning. But all 4 of the Ghostbusters and the Ecto one are available in the event store. But the point still stands. If you are looking at getting the entire Ghostbuster team, you are going to be sorely mistaken. Because unless you are willing to spend literally $100, you cannot do it. If you spend all of your gems to do this, you might be able to farm enough tiles of all of these characters over the next few weeks to get them up so that you can at least form a team with them, but it's going to be a fairly weak team. You're going to have everybody at either 3 or 4 stars at best, and you're just going to get absolutely trounced by every other team that's out there of people who are level 50, gear level 6, with 6 or 7 stars on all their characters. So if you're looking to use your Ghostbuster team in the arena, don't. That's going to be a fail. It might be useful for maybe some of the Brickspedition nodes fighting against the ninjas, maybe because of Egon's anti-stealth capabilities, but overall I feel like everybody's just going to be disappointed, and that makes me really sad, honestly, because everybody was really excited for this, and it's awful. But I like to leave everything on a positive note. So in this case, I guess the positive note is going to be that the Brickpace event is easy for beginners. So if you're new to the game, it'll make you feel like you're achieving something great. So do with that information what you will. I'll see you later.